that the Gauls nearly annihilated. We have to
Orders.
move south into Spain, so
Prepare for battle. Orders.
I'm gonna do just that then. This army needs to further recover.
Sir. General.
Also, we'll have to split the garrison here.
Sir.
This force will, you know what? I realized that this could be the expeditionary force. We have so many armies available. We'll soon have 2 armies available in France. 2 armies will be fighting in Spain. This one army could sail far, and maybe they could even sail into Egypt, where they would be
Sir. Onward.
less threatened by our enemies. But here an army is being made. Only has started though. And
Imperator.
he's an extravagant. He's nobody really. He's even bad at management. He has tutor, he's an artist, a priest, one of his retinues. He's much more of a
Onward. No more moves, sir.
of a manager.
Orders. Imperator. General. Sir.
Than a leader.
Fleet ready.
In any case, I will be sending this army east to fight the likes of Pontus.
We're besieged.
We ended up being besieged by the Gauls. Scalabus is rioting even further. Oh well, we'll just have to keep them at bay. The following factions are now at war. Britain, Scythia, the House of Scipii, Spain, the House of Brutii, Spain. The following factions have broken their alliances: Scythia, Germania, Scythia, Macedonia. Construction report. Faction announcements. Deciduous Cirque Merchant, 10% bonus on all trade income. Right. He has a goldsmith. Foreign tastes in gold work can be so crass, so it's useful to have someone on hand to melt down captured gold and then make something pretty. An architect. Great architecture can be a statement of power and prestige designed to awe subject people into obedience. Okay. Our faction is once again most advanced. And a town grows. That's always good. Governor's Palace. End of turn. Settlement besieged by the Gauls.
Imperator. General.
Okay.
Engage the enemy.
We will move south to try and lift the siege. Unfortunately, the settlement here will without a doubt start a riot. A new army is being mustered.
General.
And that's that. Also, things here are bad, really bad. They're at a full unrest 45%, at full culture penalty 45%, and a massive distance to capital mines. So it looks like they are without a doubt not Romans.
Orders! Onward!
Alright.
General! Forward!
These are waiting
Fleet ready! Set sail! No more moves, sir!
for
Imperator!
their new commander.
Fleet ready!
And I'm going to
No more
merge
moves, sir!
that fleet with this, and that army will be able to safely travel all the way through. This army
Imperator!
needs
Attack!
to
Orders! Imperator!
move
Orders.
on to the attack,
Leaving the army! Onward! No more moves,
and
sir!
I
Imperator! Engage the enemy! Moves depleted, sir!
will go
Sir,
after
move out! Moves depleted, sir! Imperator!
the goal city of Alessia.
Imperator!
Okay. Down watch almost everywhere.
Noble master?
Let's move
Without
our
delay.
diplomat there to spy.
At your service.
Here I had 2 spies,
No more moves, sir. Yes, master.
so let's learn something. Also, I'm going to build a few spies here as well, so that they could teach me some important information and things.
Your honor.
This army needs to be looked at. Our force here becomes a lot more Roman, and now that we are a lot more Roman, we don't really need all of them. That's it. We don't need to get rid of everybody, but we don't need everybody as well.
Imperator! Onward!
Finally, we're back in the city. And here I'm gonna go for a blacksmith. Done, and a lot of infantry. All in all, let's take a look at the garrisons. They don't look bad. These people here don't look very happy. So we'll give them an arena, so that they could start the games. And
Sir!
everything seems to be more or less under control. The Brutii, though, they are huge in size, and they're expanding consistently. Their armies are nicely composed of variety of units. Egypt would like peace, and I will agree. Let's exchange our map information. This proposal is beyond our means. We must regretfully decline. Okay, they will not agree. Look at that. The Gauls will attack me in Corduba.
We're besieged!
Quite unfortunate indeed. It's good that the Spanish are fighting the rebels. Scalabis just won't stop rebelling. In any case,
Imperator!
I need
Imperator!
to send an army
Attack!
so that I
Moves
could live the
depleted,
siege.
sir. Imperator!
And hopefully Scalabis will just stay ours. Further, more rioting here. I can only build some more garrisons. Settlement besieged. Well, we know about that. End of turn. Senate officers assigned Quester, our faction leader. He is a Quester currently. Most advanced faction is Egypt. And a few faction announcements. Coming of age Marcellius Criticus. Very good. He is in Corduba. Has such a trace as a gourmet of life. This man appreciates the better things in life. 5% bonus on all trade income, 10% decrease to cost to bribe. He's testy. This man suffers from irrational bouts of irritation at the shortcomings of his underlings. They suffer as a result. -1 influence, +1 command. Okay. Construction report. Recruitment report. And keys far in effect. Done. Okay.
General!
They still don't have RAM, so they won't be attacking me. That's good. All in all, the situation in Spain is under control without a doubt.
Sir! Attack!
Here in
Besieging
Osca,
settlement, sir!
will
Settlement
have,
under siege, sir!
an easy victory.
Orders! Attack! Move
Also-
depleted, sir! Orders! Onward!
I'm approaching Alessia,
Imperator!
and I'm going to
Victory!
leave the siege here.
Engage the enemy!
Let's go into this battle. I will attack them with all the cavalry that I have, and
Units! Await my order!
we'll see if
Move out! Formation!
they can withstand such attack. Two brigades will hit on the side. Everybody else will hit into the front. They will start routing instantly.
The enemy general flees!
And the
Dash
general
forward, so the spirit of his army is broken too!
is no different.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened
It
rabbits
looks
running
like
from our men.
we're just slightly bit faster, but there's not enough space.
All Rome will be amazed at such a victory. The day is...
It looks like he has successfully ran away.
Victory! General, onward!
And unfortunately, he is alive.
General,
No matter. Things are not completely terrible.
ready to sail! Set
Okay,
sail!
this army's
Sir,
commander is here, so this
leading the
guy
army. Onward!
will be sent to Ariminum, where he is going to take care of the town.
Orders!
I'm not sending two commanders
Set sail!
because
No more move, sir! Aye, Captain. Fleet ready! Ready to sail! Fleet ready! Merging with the fleet!
it's not
Ready to
entirely
sail.
clear what
Set sail! No
we
more
are going
move,
to
sir.
expect there.
Ready to sail. Aye, aye.
And now we'll be going through mostly safe waters, through the Black Sea,
Noble master,
into
I shall
Pontus.
speak with them at
Let's
once.
try to bribe them. Would they agree? No, they would not. They have a considerable numbers there, but I just don't have spare money to
Imperator!
invest in
General!
their
General!
annihilation.
General!
So this is going to be our first intel on the Egyptians. The House of Brutia is scheming something. Trade rights. Trade between friends is always welcome for the wealth that it brings. Okay. Parthia, I would prefer to change some diplomatic information. We accept your offer. Maybe both profit from this agreement. Okay. And so, look at that. Parthia has been so badly eradicated. They are only so far away. It's time to end the bloodshed. Keys for the demands. No. This won't happen. They are making a desperate attack. Would you look at these bull warriors, expert at hiding in woods, uses a missile weapon before charging, excellent morale, may charge without orders, good stamina. Among the doughty folk of the Spanish hills, the bull warriors are men whose bravery, stamina and skill is unmatched. These elite fighters are shock troops who disregard all danger when cutting their enemies to pieces. Carrying only a sword and shield, they do not look much of a threat, a mistaken assessment that enemies rarely get to make twice. This is particularly true of their manage to ambush enemy forces. They fear no man, and their over-eagerness to join a battle can be problematic. But like all foot soldiers, they need to be wary of cavalry. Bull warriors derive their name from the distinctive horned helmets which they wear. They'll have naked fanatics here. There are warriors amongst the barbarian ranks whose love of battle is such that they live for little else. Clad only in flimsy loincloths, the fanatics whip themselves into frenzy by chanting, beating themselves, and drinking heavily. In this state, they make an unnerving sight on the battlefield. They are best sent into battle in mass, shocking the enemy by ferocious charge, but they should be kept away from enemy cavalry. They carry just swords and shields and have practically no discipline, but they can cause heavy casualties among most enemies. They fight mostly, if not completely naked, to emphasize their own fierceness and utter lack of fear. Scars and tattoos adorn their skin, and they let their hair grow wild. Only after a kill is their hair cut, often with a sword blade while standing over a freshly dead foe. While their reckless courage is not in doubt, they can lack the cohesion and discipline to adapt to setbacks, breaking and running in confusion when subjected to severe pressure. Okay, we should be able to easily repel this offensive of theirs. In any case, let's
General! Onward!
move back. We need to stop the writing here. They may push us out of the city at any point. More writing here. That's not good, but nothing much we can do about that just yet. It's due to the fact that we're building Governor's Palace. We're expanding the city. End of turn. Faction announcements. A worthy life ends. Natural causes. Guy's Victor family member in Cordoba. Alright, so he came here from North Africa. It looks like we'll just leave his son here. The Gauls got scared.
General!
And
Orders?
it could be an opportunity for us.
Onward! Onward! Moves depleted, sir.
To just
Orders?
march on them.
March!
The situation in Scalabus is very complicated, and they will rebel. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna send him, and hopefully he is going to make sure they're all under control. Temple of Jupiter constructed. We can put diplomatic relations. The following factions are now at war. The House of Scipia in Spain. The following factions declared ceasefire: Spain and the House of Brutii. In any case, the Brutii will not be able to fight them, but they may not trade with them. Here we're going to face their faction heir. He's lily-livered, that would reduce the morale of his troops. He's widely extravagant. Nice things can cost money, according to this man's philosophy, and where that money comes from matters not a jot. Likes a flutter, exceptional ambusher, subject of rumors. Rumors are circulating about this man and his wife, particularly his wife and her supposed lovers. Likes a drink, strict governor, faction heir. One of his retinues is Slubber de Gullion. Some people just can't hold a drink but rarely know when to leave, possibly because they're too far gone to find the door. -1 influence, -1 from personal security, a beast master and a pet hunting dog. Let's kill him now.
Victory! Rome has conquered!
And occupy the settlement.
Orders! Engage the enemy!
Also, I'm going to put
Victory!
the remaining troops there. Archery range. An archery is a skill that takes time and patience to perfect. The strength to use a bow is only acquired through long hours of practice. Most recruits know how to use a bow from hunting, but this is different from using a bow in battle. An archery range gives the space for bowmen to develop their skills and group tactics. Skilled craftsmen are also to be found here, capable of making larger weapons too. Hall of Heroes. The Hall of Heroes is a place where warriors gather to carouse until senseless, boast about their exploits and hopefully pass on warfare skills in between the carousing. Carousing is like drinking, except it involves singing rude songs, spilling drinks, and occasionally killing someone for a bit of laugh. In this manly setting, warriors learn their skills, boast of bravery, and plan future conquests. The Circle of Abnaba upgrades missile weapons +3. This sacred circle is dedicated to Abnaba, the holy goddess of the hunt. Hers is a bloody cult, well suited to warlike people. They have Stockade, High King's Hall. The High King's Hall is needed for a barbarian settlement to reach its full potential. The home of a truly mighty leader draws to it all the skilled artisans and traders needed to make a successful town in its shadow. This is a splendid building, richly carved and the most magnificent in any otherwise squalid barbarian settlement. It is the wealth of the king and his people given a solid shape, intended to overawe visitors and lesser men alike. It is here that all important decisions are made, and woe betide any who defy the rulings made within its walls. Shipwright, a blacksmith. Mines. Mines are needed to exploit the natural wealth of a province, although the dangerous underground work costs the lives of many slaves. Most mines are not very deep, as they are dug by back-breaking labor and follow the richest seams of ore into hillsides. Drift mining, rather than having vertical mine shaft. Where gold and silver are to be found, mining is sure to be a priority of the land's overlords. So we have got ourselves a good settlement. It brings us riches, approximately 2,000 in an overall wealth, which isn't bad at all. Corruption is obviously playing a part, but we'll just have to count that as an expense. Here I'm going to order more town watch.
At your service.
And
General, engage the enemy.
We're gonna go after the Gauls.
Onward.
Yes, master. Moving. Out of moves, sir.
after their settlement there. Probably these Gauls here, while besieging Cordoba, realized that we were coming after their city, so they decided to retreat, or maybe they were just afraid of simply ending up being annihilated. Whatever the cause,
Aye, Captain.
things are not looking bad for us.
No more moves, sir. Aye, aye, Captain.
Here our army is being created nonetheless.
Orders. Imperator.
Alessia
Engage the enemy.
is
Besieging settlement, sir.
under
Settlement under
siege.
siege, sir. Sir, move out. Moves depleted, sir. Imperator.
So
Sir.
the Gauls will soon be annihilated there. Spanish close to Cordoba. It looks like, look at that, suitable husband. Yes, let's agree with this. With this man. And look at that, with him being here, he's a good attacker, drill master. That would reduce morale. This man likes to drill his troops incessantly. This drive of efficiency is not entirely popular. -2 morale for all troops on the battlefield, 15% to movement points, gives armies the ability to force march, +1 to law, improves public order, confident commander. So this trait of his didn't work well with the soldiers, so he's nothing more but a good manager. So let's see which town he could manage here. It looks like Massalia is the biggest town, but if he could keep this town under control,
General.
things would be good as well. We are currently the most advanced faction. I like the size of my empire now. But we are the House of Scutia, Spain. And so, a marriage celebration. Done. And that's it.
March.
My army needs to head here,
General. Orders.
where
Forward. Sir. Ambush in place.
it will
March.
recover and
Imperator. Imperator. General.
prepare for further attacks. I'm gonna build here a shrine better. No shrines to build. Then we'll go just for that. Alright, I'm checking if there are settlements that would need automation turned on. And it looks like now things are looking just fine. Let's grab a look on
Without delay.
the Egyptians here.
Without delay. At
Okay,
once.
it doesn't look bad at all. I'm gonna grab myself a few spies. Let's continue building. Continue now. Creating an army over there, which will march on the Egyptians
Ready to sail.
at any point. Before that happens,
Fleet ready.
I would prefer to see this army
Aye, aye, Captain.
move.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Now that we got blocked, I had to sail these all the way around. In any case,
Sir.
now First of all,
engage the enemy.
I'll try
Victory!
to hunt
Ready to
down
ambush. Engage the enemy. Move out.
the
Engage
Gauls.
the enemy.
Yes, Master.
As you can see, we have successfully got Scalabus under control. So things, without a doubt, will be fine. I'm looking if everybody is on a financial build policy. I think that could be important. Not everywhere, but it will give me quite a bit of cash, because it will increase the taxes. At any point I may later choose something else. It looks like on default it's a balanced stance. In any case, that's just for the better. Balanced, financial. Okay, that will be fine. So, here, it looks like I forgot to send in the spies with the ships, which is a bit kind of
Imperator.
annoying.
Sir, engage the enemy. Victory!
Nothing I can do.
Sir, engage
Let's allow
the
this
enemy.
commander to take care of the rebels. Good.
Victory!
It looks
General,
like
General,
the rebels
sir,
have
leading the
been
army.
dealt
Forward.
with, and my
Onward.
forces
Moves depleted, sir.
need to
Orders,
start
orders. Sir, Imperator, forward.
getting
Moves
together.
depleted, sir.
I'm not sure if everybody has been recruited, probably not. Alright,
Orders.
these will soon finish establishing.
Sir.
And here I don't really need that many of them, or at least I thought I don't. In any case, I would prefer to have a Roman
General.
downwatch rather than any other.
Imperator.
And here
Engage the enemy.
we can successfully take the settlement. 2 family members here, very young, Vindamarusius. He's in the ping. This man has a resilient constitution. Illness and injury rarely seem to trouble him for long. +2 to your general's hit points. Okay. The city is ours.
Victory! Rome
And-
has conquered.
We're going to occupy the settlement. It's huge. First, we're going to get rid of Circle of Obnaba. All in all, the Circle of Obnaba has been, without a doubt, very popular in Spain
Imperator.
and in the Gaul.
Imperator.
These here looks like
Imperator. Orders. Move out. General.
they could start moving. No, they can't. I see that the happiness levels are at
Imperator.
0.
Move out. Sir.
So
Forward.
they wouldn't
Orders.
hold for long. I think that's fine. Let's make sure we hold the city. Send mission failure. End of turn report. We got approximately 10,000. Retinue expands. Tiberius Julius. Priest of Ceres. He has 2 priests. Haven't seen that before. Look at that, he has 2 women. Courtesan and a dancer. He has spying talent. Construction reports. Recruiting report. Diplomatic information. Parthia and Thrace are allies. Scythia and House of Scipia declare ceasefire. Germania and Senate declared ceasefire as well. Alright.
Fleet ready! Aye aye, Captain!
These
No more moves, sir! Yes, Captain!
just need to sail forward. My agents need to move forward as well. These cities are large. They are tough. Good cities.
Your Honor, without delay.
Cities that if we take, we would strengthen ourselves significantly. In order for us to take them, we would need at least a few armies. So let's focus on creating 2 armies that could strike them in the back. Also, this force would be very useful. It would guarantee us a victory in this initial onslaught and holding
Can I be of service?
of the area.
Move, sir.
But we could send them here and kind of make it a very kind of interesting, funny thing out of this. In any case, let's
Prepare for battle!
attack here
Waiting to ambush!
and annihilate them.